This place smells like old people.
Yeah, it does. It smells like old people and urine.
I'm Channing Lowe, director of Old Hag. Welcome to the making of Old Hag. When we started coming up with ideas for making another movie, Matt Keddington said that we could access a warehouse that he used to work at. He had full access to it. It had a broad range of different types of rooms of office space and big open spaces that we could be shooting in, so we thought it'd be a good location to shoot kind of a creepy movie. So we started coming up with concepts for another creepy movie. We did Scranton before, which was supposed to be a scary movie, so we thought with this warehouse we could come up with a good creepy idea, so we came up with a concept for Old Hag.
Aaron. Door.
This is my first time. If I do it right.
I chose two different locations, warehouse locations. One was more of just a large warehouse that was being used quite a bit, so it looked used, and then we chose another one that was a little creepier that for the end scenes when everything kind of starts getting supposed to be getting really scary. And there are a bunch of broken down rooms. They're not using the warehouse anymore. When we were doing special effects, we realized we came up with this concept for the Old Hag, the ghost that was going to be dragging people around and interacting with the characters in the movie. So we started coming up with some concepts of rigging people, like you see here. Character Robert gets dragged by the ghost out of the room. We had actors tied a rope to him and had crew members drag him out of the room. And then we took a clean slate of the image, as you see here. And then we did what's called rotoscoping, where we did a rotospline. You can see the rotospline going around the area where the rope is, and that's going to creates a mat. And then within that mat, we'll replace it with the clean slate. Now here you see the mat, the clip that we cut out with the rotoscoping. See, the black area is going to be replaced with the clean slate, making it look like there is no rope. So we replace it with the clean slate. The rope is gone, and then he gets dragged out of the room. Makes it look like there's a ghost or he's being pulled by some invisible force. And we also wanted to do some psychological kind of effects with the ghost, make it look like images in the mirror were going out of sync, make it look like the image in the mirror was independent from the actual person. So we had to shoot this sequence. You see two sequences that I shot here as a test, and then put it together in this final composition. One where I'm doing a different thing in the mirror than what I'm actually doing outside the mirror.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So we did the same thing with the actor. We had him go through the scene twice while I counted in the background. He memorized certain steps along with my counting. And then the second time we shot it, he had different actions memorized. Now I had to develop an idea for a ghost, what the ghost was going to look like. This is kind of an early conception. This is before we started shooting. This is kind of an idea of what the ghost might look like. And as we started shooting the movie, this is actually what the ghost started looking like as I started doing the effects. And then we showed it to a few people, and people didn't really like the look of it too much. So we ended up going with a whole new concept while we were shooting the movie. Now the way we did the ghost is we would first of all shoot shoot a shot with a reference of what we wanted the ghost to do. The ghost, as you see here, one of the actors came walking into the room, giving us an idea of what we wanted for the motion of the ghost. Then we would shoot a clean slate of the image with nothing in it, nothing going on. And then we would take the actor and use the reference of the other actor that was walking into the room, and we shot it in front of a green screen. What the actor that was actually playing the ghost, we shot him in front of a green screen, so we could composite that into the clean slate, into the image. Then we took the clean slate and keyed the person into the shot. So first of all, we have the image of the actor keyed in here, and then we had to do some effects to make it look more like a ghost. And we brought up the brightness on it and the contrast and blurred it a little bit, make it seem like a more faint image, and then added a glow coming out of the ghost to give it more of a supernatural look, and a little bit of lens flare too. Now we didn't want to use a real gun and run around the warehouse and shoot people, so what we used was we blew up pieces of drywall with firecrackers embedded in them, hung them by a string in front of a black screen, and blew them up. Then we would end up using a screen overlay into the actual image of this little explosion you see here of the drywall blown up, making it look like drywall was being blown up when the gun was actually shot. And then the actor would act like he's pulling the trigger and yank back the gun. We'd use an effect to make it look like a flare was coming off the gun. And then we had to make it look like the bullet was hitting the wall. So what we started with was just a shot of the actor running and acting like he was being shot at. I'd scream now, and he would duck, acting like the bullet just hit the wall next to his head. And then we would take the shot of the drywall being blown up and do a screen overlay which keys out the black and leaves in the whites. And we do motion tracking against the wall to make it match up with the moving shot. Since this is a moving shot, we'd use motion tracking, and then you see the explosion happening right there. So the explosion, it gives the appearance that explosion is attached to the wall there, that the bullet is hitting the wall with this moving shot. So motion tracking along with the screen overlay gives the effect that the wall is being shot. This is a test of the concept we tried. When we came up with the concept of Old Hag, we knew that we wanted a body to come into the warehouse, and we wanted some sort of coffin. So Matt Keddington was able to grab a couple crates from the warehouse where he worked, and we reassembled these two crates that you see here to create the final coffin that the serial killer was going to be resting in. Then the actor, Mike, was painted kind of white to give kind of a pale appearance. And we ordered a body bag off of eBay, brand new body bag, not used. And he would get inside the body bag, and then to make it look like it was a body that was wrapped in formalin, some bodies are packaged up in formalin and shipped in crates, just as you see here. We did research on that, and we took some plastic, wrapped it around his face, and he would hold his breath for about 30 seconds at a time. And then we zipped him up in this body bag and put him in the crate that we had built, and put in some packing peanuts and made it look like like it was a body being shipped off somewhere.
Oh.